Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel, Noir on Air. I'm your boy Malik.
Yes, your boy Jay, and we back. Happy 4th of July weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Was outside getting some sun rays. My guy invited me to the barbecue. We was out.
Of course, we had some hot dogs. We had some hamburgers.
Hamburgers coming up.
We had some hot dog. I didn't have any glizzies. He might have had some glizzies.
No glizzies.
But we had some burgers. Any potato salad, macaroni salad, rice and peas, all of that. It was a great time. The weather was kind of iffy, but it turned out to be a great day.
Or the end of the day, it was
and it was great getting out, seeing everybody out. It's almost semi-normal now that we're recovering from the pandemic. But it was fun, and we're looking to do another barbecue at the end of the summer, a real big one, a bash. I just dropped the cheese, but we're planning it as we speak.
I'm sure, I'm sure you're charging up for another barbecue. Good vibes. Probably same location. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But taking over a couple more tables.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
And some music, some loud music. A little bit better, a little bit better things there.
I can see it.
But yeah, so today we're coming to you guys about a hot topic about the USA runner Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm sure you guys have heard what's going on, and we're just here to give you our opinions on it.
Yeah. So about a week or 2 weeks ago, the world was screaming her name. She ran a 10.63, on a 100-meter dash or race, and everybody was congratulating her. Everybody was hyped for her. It looked like she was on top of the world. Mm-hmm. And then this past weekend, we hear reports of positive drug tests. At first, the reports just said drug tests. It was just everybody thought it was like
COVID.
Steroids. They thought it was steroids, HGH, things like that.
Gotcha.
And then it, obviously you get more details. It was marijuana. And what do you think your stance on Olympics, marijuana, and the whole thing?
Well, to me, I'm not a smoker, and I don't have anything against smokers, but being in that situation that she was in, she's an Olympic runner.
100%.
First of all, she's in school as well, so I'm sure there's rules against that. To me, does it affect you? No, but if you're running for a certain organization or a certain team, or let's say running for Nike or whatever, and they have rules, and you sign that contract, they're going to give you money, you have to follow those rules.
100%.
I mean, to me, the rules are silly because eventually in another 5-10 years, these rules will not exist.
Yeah.
They won't.
The next
they
Olympics, I'm sure there's,
Because it's just so prevalent now. So I'm sure that it'll change soon, but for right now, her situation is unfortunate. But how I feel about it is you broke the rules, you knew the rules, what the rules were. It's unfortunate, but you have to deal with the consequences. And every single video that I've seen of her, she's very apologetic. She's very understanding to people, especially her sponsors, especially the people who are watching her, especially maybe the little black girls who's watching her, like, wow, I could be like that one day. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not just her racing. It's more. I think it's a lot more than that. It's the image that she gives us.
Where she accepted, her faults. She was like, I'm doing it. I already did it. I'm not hiding against it or hiding behind it. I accepted this decision, and I'm gonna move forward. And it seems like everybody's, it's like, all right, that's the adult move.
Mm-hmm.
Took accountability, and we're moving forward from it. I don't, after the next day, I don't think anybody was still bashing her or whatever. It is what it is right now. I'm sure she's gonna be in many other races in the future.
Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah.
Her name is hot, and honestly, it's one of the things that where it's like a bad thing sheds light on a good thing. Kind of like the Olympic system. Obviously, you can tell it's a little outdated now.
Mm-hmm.
For the current times. With things like COVID shed a light. It was a bad thing, but it shed light on a lot of things that we need to clean up as a as a nation, as a world. And now the same type of thing. It's the Olympics. It's like weed is outdated. It's like now they're gonna change the rules. They have a reason to change the rules because Olympic runner who's gonna bring them view time, money, endorsements, everything that the Olympics wants is not running. So it's like, all right, are we gonna change the rules to just to be outdated, or we're gonna switch the rules up for future runners, people who want to compete and people want to be in this event, you know. And I want to see what they do in the next, because they have another 4 years, right?
Yeah.
You know, another 4 years. I'm sure this won't be even a topic. I'm sure there's gonna be they're probably gonna have like a legal amount. Like, you can't just say like you smoked yesterday and come take a test.
Gotcha.
Like, where there's probably gonna be, if there's too much in your system or something. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna regulate it, but
I think there's going to be some bit of change in the rules there in the next upcoming Olympics. But, you know, let's take it back. Let's really look at the situation, you know. So apparently she had just won this race, and, you know, I don't think it was the first interview after the race. I think it was a few after the race, where somebody, the interviewer, the reporter came up to her and somehow mentioned that her biological mom had passed. So
basically like leaked the information. It's kind of like, you know, how we see like reports of like TMZ or whatever posting somebody's dead before the family knows.
Yeah.
That's probably the same type of deal. Like,
and you really can't do that.
You really can't. But I guess he was probably just doing his job. He was asking the questions he's probably just told to ask, and you know, he's just caught in the middle, to be honest.
But that has nothing to. But that has not. If you're a reporter, okay, I get it. If he's getting that information from above or his boss or whatever. But what does that have to do with the race, though? Like,
I mean,
is he saying it like, oh, like the fact that your mom passed, did that give you more strength to run?
We see sports interviews all the time where they're asking off-topic questions, not about the game, just about off-the-field issues, all that stuff. That ties in being an athlete, professional, whatever. You're gonna have to answer those questions eventually, and it's like Porter was kind of just doing his job. I mean, I'm sure he asked about the race as well. I'm sure it wasn't the only question he asked, but it was thrown in there, and you know, he's just caught in the middle. Really, he's the bad guy, but it's like either I exclude the question and then everybody's asking why I didn't, or you know, I ask it and now
then somebody else asks the question.
Yeah, and then you know, they might get the promotion. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy in the reporting world. It's very difficult. I just really can't imagine to put myself in Sha'Carri's shoes, because it's like you just came off a race where you obliterated the like completely beat all of your opponents, slowed up at the end, and still won by plenty. Just all the work that these athletes put into a moment that lasts literally 10 seconds. Imagine that. Years and years of work into 10 seconds, and you actually come up on top, and then you're like high up, and then you go right back. I couldn't imagine the emotional state she was going through.
Like real life roller coaster. Like highs are highs, lows are lows. Within 20 seconds.
So if you're in her shoes, I'm not gonna. How do you think you would react in situations like that? Even though it's very hard, because until you get into the actual situation, you're really not gonna know. But how do you think you would have handled something like that?
Honestly, I don't know. It's one of those situations where you don't know until you go through it. So it's like, do you blame her for acting the way she acted? No, but we all don't know. Like, you don't know what we would do in that situation. You know, it's a lot of emotions, and would I say I would want to, you know, do the right thing, you know, try to talk to somebody or do something else? Yeah, but in the moment, anything can happen in the moment. Like, you're just not feeling it. You're like, yo, I want to get away from these people, whatever.
Yeah, and you also know these trials that were ran, they were in Oregon. She goes to college, LSU, and she's from Texas. So who really knows the support system she had there, physically there in Oregon when that happened? You know what I'm saying? She could have been around people who she shouldn't be around, who aren't going to encourage her to do the right thing, or this is just her coping mechanism, you know? Whether it's the right way or not, if you think about it, she did it legally because in the state of Oregon, it's legal. But as an Olympic runner, a college runner, of course, it's not legal. But it's just a tough situation. But she's going to be suspended for 30 days. She can't run individually the 100 meter, but she can run a 100 meter relay if she does make the USA team and they decide to put her on that relay, which I think would be a great decision, because this girl is going to have all of the emotion and determination in the world to run right now.
10, yeah. Like, I'm cooking anybody that comes in the lane next to me. I don't even see a face. Like, you're getting smoked. You're behind me. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna see my back type shit.
I definitely think
Right.
that's like a Cinderella story writing right now.
Nah.
It's definitely forming. If the pieces fall where they
I
may,
really hope she gets a shot.
it can.
You know?
I know I'll be watching.
Mm-hmm.
I know anytime I see that name. I mean, I'm not a track watch. I don't really watch track, but if I see that name, I'm definitely gonna
definitely
make sure I make
exciting.
time out my schedule to watch something on that. Definitely. Also crazy, you have a lot of
Hometown track.
Olympians who have publicly came out about their struggles with marijuana, aka Michael Phelps, and
Yep.
right now
One of the
he
goats.
is making millions from his endorsement deals with these mental companies, speaking about how his struggle, even though yes it's a struggle, but he's making a lot of money off of that now. Like, he was a crazy Olympian, but now he's making a lot of money off that. So I'm not saying she's struggling with it, but if she could tap into that market, that's another market to tap
We're
into
to
right
talk
there.
about college athletes. Now they can make money off
Yeah.
their likeness. So, like, if she's still in college,
LSU's a big program. It's a big
start her
program.
own type of foundation, you know, where she helps out, you know, athletes. It could turn, you know, full circle, you know, and now she has her own, what is it? Like an after athlete program where they talk about, you know, shit they're going through.
This story just means so much to me because I can relate to her. Like, we're both black. She's an African American. She's a woman competing in sports, who's at the top of their level in sports. So it's like when you hear something bad happen like this to a person that you can sort of that you can relate to, it gets me very upset because it's like, damn, like, they just won, they're just doing so good, and now it's like you're gonna always hear people like, oh, you know, she shouldn't have did it, it's not that hard, just don't smoke, just don't do that, just don't do this. But put yourself in a situation, what would you have done?
Yeah.
What would y'all have done if you found out your mom died? Come on.
From not
Come
even
on.
a family member.
From somebody who you probably have never met before.
Or ask you questions about the race and then he hits you with that, I'd be like,
I don't know. I would want to throw
Or
hands.
she
I don't
said-
know.
What? She said, or nerve wracking, traumatizing, like that.
It is.
She
It
probably
is.
replays that question every time in her head. Every
And
single
God
time.
forbid, like, she has another interview, she could she could just think every interview is gonna be like that, just because it was so traumatic.
She could
But-
have shied away from the cameras, but
Yeah.
word, she's still confident. You know, she had another interview, and
Oh yeah,
you know,
she's speaking a lot,
Mhm.
a lot.
and that's good. Word, just making sure, like, you know, I'm taking accountability. She's not shying away from it.
But yeah, like Jay said, she's definitely on the rise. She's not going anywhere for a very long time. You know, God forbid, you know, barring any injury, she's gonna be performing for a very long time.
But yeah, Malik, say it's not even track. Say it's you know, high school or not high school, college. You know, we just win the championship, and the same, you know, situation comes like that. We just come from off the field, taking pictures with the trophy, you know, dapping up in the rain, and then before you get on the van, I don't know, somebody hits you like, hey, like, your mom just passed.
I think, like you said, it's very hard to know how you're gonna react unless you're in the situation. But if I had to try to give a little bit of a guess on how I react, I think in a moment like that, I would walk away from it. I wouldn't, like, because I feel like if I sit there and stay and talk, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be eventually used against me.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I would probably just walk away and be like, what? Like, I would honestly be like, yeah, you lying, and then go text a family member like, yo, is everything all right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't tell me that. Don't.
Don't
That's
hold
not
me
your
up, son.
position to tell me about a
really
family
not.
member
Yes.
being passed. I mean, I know you're a reporter, but no, come
Right.
on. Would you want somebody to do that to you?
No shot.
If you're the
It's hard. There's like a line, bro, that you really can't cross now. But it's
it's
the answers you want.
fragile. It's
That
like
word.
it's.
Over that line is the answer.
Yeah.
You want, but you
Yeah.
can't cross it. Man.
But so that was our take on the whole Sha'Carri Richardson the whole situation. Like I said, I bow for her confidence. I know she's gonna get back to it. I really hope that she does make the USA team and then goes crazy on the 100-meter relay. I
Or gets
really
a
hope
shot,
that.
you know, something.
But yeah, what are your final thoughts about it?
Same, you know, I hope she gets a shot, you know, in the second relay race. And, you know, I hope she's in a good space, you know. She still has to deal with it, you know, every single day. You know, I hope her friends are there for her. You know, the remaining family, I hope they're there for her. You know, her track friends. I hope, you know, every brand that endorses her, Nike, all of them are
No,
there
they're
for
still
her.
gonna be there. They're still gonna be there.
They can say they are, but do we really know? Like, we really don't know, you know, unless we're, you know, next there. But I hope that, you know, the people that are there, you know, that need to be there for her are really there for her and, you know, her time of need. And then, you know, hopefully she gets a chance to shine, you know.
That's another episode of Noir on Air.
Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
We love all you guys, you know. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, and stay tuned, you know.
Yeah.
Episodes coming.
That is a wrap.